Good afternoon from Southern California. So, I have recently worked with a couple of adolescent dogs, teen dogs that are from the age of like 4 to 6 months to about 2 years old. And one of the constant theme that I'm running into is a dog that's so like worked up, ramped up, you know, and we're trying to help the dog learn to be more calm. So, who out there has one of those dogs? Is it an adolescent dog or is it a more mature dog? So, if anyone's listening, where are you tuning in from? And what is your pup's name? So, let's see if anyone's tuning in. I don't see anyone yet. But yeah, so calmness is a theme that I'm having to work with, to help the pet parents and their dog. Because, when that dog is in that state all the time, it's not good for their health either. So, one of the things that recently I wanted to work with a pet parent is actually working in specific locations and helping the dog learn that that area is for calmness, is a non-event place, is just to relax and be at maybe level like 1 or 2. I mean, not asleep necessarily. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Um, so it's at the front door. So there's one particular dog I'm thinking about. She does really well. She can wait at the door, a little anticipation going out the door, but she can wait at the door. But the minute she is given the cue to go through the door, she's just pulling them straight down the stairs. So what I wanted to work with them is in that front door right outside, I want to help the dog have a different mindset when it steps through that threshold, a different mindset of it's a calm area, that you don't have to be so ramped up. Oh, by the way, so who am I? My name is Linda Kwan. I am the owner and trainer at Wow Bow Wow. We work with and help pet parents with puppies up to about 2 years old. That's what we specialize in. But there are dogs that we do work with that are more mature dogs. So if you have a more mature dog with these issues, it's similar, very similar concepts that we have to work on. So and so we help the pet parents understand their pup, so training becomes easier. Now let's see if anyone's joining us yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. So did anyone like bring home a puppy or adopt a mature rescue dog recently? And if so, are you having these kind of issues where they're just ramped up, not just at the front door area, but other places? So I'm bringing in this specific example, but you can definitely practice it in other kinds of locations. So what I wanted the pet parents to do is once they go through the doorway is to actually start asking the dog to maybe try to sit, or if they know it, or maybe even start teaching the dog a new game like 2 paws up or something like that, or even for this particular dog, getting the nose on the ground, helped calm this dog down pretty quickly. So even throwing treats on the ground for that pet parent and for that dog to calm down in that doorway area. And so I wanted them to practice this and then going back in, because the anticipation for the dog is, oh, now I get to go smell the neighborhood. So what we're trying to set is a new mindset for the dog to start off more calmly. All right. So we start off, so they're doing a great job inside, getting the dog to wait, and when it's calm, and then walking through the door. And then we want to continue that calm behavior or mindset for the dog. And so we're going to ask the pet parents to ask the dog to do some smelling, maybe do some tricks, just basic sits, paw, whatever the dog is able to do in that area. Now, I don't want them to just practice this when they're about to walk out to go walking the dog, because I want them to practice this a couple of times in the day, just to go out in that front porch area and help that dog learn to bring itself back down. So, like I mentioned, you can do this and practice the same thing in different kinds of areas where you want your dog to have this mindset of being calm. Again, it could be like, okay, if your dog is like, gets so excited about dinner time, same thing in the kitchen or wherever you feed the dog, most likely in the kitchen area, you can practice this calming down games and cues and sniffing and things like that in that new location, like the kitchen area. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? All right. So thank you for joining me on our Training Tip Tuesday. Now, the last question I had for you all is, if I could wave a wand, what one thing would you want to resolve with your dog? Oh, I see a typo here. I need to change that resolve to with an L in there. Okay. So anyway, but what one thing would you like help in resolving? Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. You can put that in the comments for me, or you can DM me, or you can call me or text me with that. Now, I will see you all. Next week on Training Tip Tuesday. Have a great day.